The new Meta Ray-Ban display glasses have officially launched, and you might be wondering, well, what's better, the Rokid glasses or these? I'm about to tell you all of the differences so you can make an informed decision and just learn what the heck is up with all this new technology, what is the right choice to make, if there is one. But first, if you appreciate me doing this deep dive that you specifically asked for in the comments, all I ask is that you subscribe so you can see more of the videos that you suggest in the comments. Let's try to get to our goal of 50,000 subs by the end of the year, because if we do, there's going to be a crazy celebration. So Rokid glasses, in a nutshell, if you weren't aware, are dual eye display AI glasses. They're actually the world's lightest. You have a crystal clear display, an absolute content creation beast, real-time translation in 89 languages with live subtitles, Google Maps integration, all-day battery, tons of practical applications and stuff that I'm going to get into later in this video. The Meta Ray-Ban displays, in a nutshell, have a single eye, full color display. They have a lot of utility as a multimedia device and some pretty crazy potential for future apps if they open up their SDK. They also have translation, captioning, their version of maps, and a bunch of other features I'm going to get into in this video. And really, we're just going to see how exactly these two competitors stack up. So first, we have to start out with a display. You may not know it, but these could be a huge make or break for the Meta glasses. They only have a single eye display. It looks great in the ads, but most people's experience with a single eye display is that it is hazy, not super clear, and it causes a ton of eye fatigue. Dual eye displays are much better for focus, for clarity. Maybe Meta's found a way to magically make this better, but honestly, we don't know. So this could be a huge handicap that just takes the Meta Ray-Ban display glasses completely out of the running. I will have to test this in full myself soon, but we just got to get that out there. Not enough people are talking about that. These glasses are also really hard to get. You have to schedule a demo in store so they can size your wrist and get you the perfect neural band, because if the wristband doesn't fit perfectly, the gestures are not going to work reliably. You have to do all this before you're even allowed to order a pair of these glasses. And by the way, the wait time is like a month in advance right now. So you're gonna have to wait at least a month just to try them on and get yourself fitted to see if you want to buy them. And by then you'll have done so much work, you might just convince yourself. In contrast, the Rokid glasses have great clarity. I experienced no eye fatigue even when wearing them all day, and they're just much easier to pre-order. There's a link in the description for this as well, but you just put in a $20 deposit and you wait for the ship date to pay the full amount. That's it. You don't have to go in store, get your wrist fitted just for you, which, by the way, good luck getting any of your friends to try the Meta Ray-Ban display glasses unless you have the exact same sized wrist. And the Rokid glasses are just more shareable overall because they have clip-in lenses. They literally just magnetize to the inside just like this. It's a super easy install, and that means if you wear prescriptions, you can just take them out and all of your friends who don't wear prescriptions can also try the glasses on. So much more easy to use as opposed to the Meta Ray-Ban displays where the prescription is built into the lenses themselves, which, by the way, only goes down to -4 diopters. The Rokid glasses, in contrast, go down to -16 diopters, so way more vision impairment friendly, even just from a prescription standpoint. The Meta Ray-Bans also have an insane 5,000 nits of brightness. I've never heard of this before on any device ever. It makes me wonder if this is to compensate for it only being a single lens display, because really you need double the brightness of a dual lens. The Rokid glasses have 1,500 nits of brightness, which is way more than good enough, and they have 10 level dimming if it's too bright for you. So really the main benefit of the display in the Meta Ray-Ban displays is the fact that it's full color instead of monochrome green. As long as this isn't tiresome to our eyes, their display would be better, but if it is, the Rokid glasses display will be far better. Next is design. The Rokid glasses come in this standard black color. They're going to be releasing 4 to 5 other colors sometime after launch, and the design is by Bolin, a glasses brand giant owned by Luxottica. And overall, they just look like normal glasses. They're not going to stand out a ton, and most people will look great wearing these. They're super light. In contrast, the Meta Ray-Ban displays have some bulk. They're about 70 grams, which is more than 20 grams heavier than the Rokid glasses, and they come with this mandatory wristband. They're launching in 2 colors, the sand brown color and the default black color. And the lenses in both are transition, which is a nice feature. Rounding back to the Rokid glasses here, a lot of backers are going to get a free sunglass clip-on that goes on the front super easily. And even if you didn't get it, it's $20 to buy. And I'm willing to bet the clip-ons get much darker than the transition Ray-Bans. An added benefit of the transition on both is that there'll be more contrast with the screen. So you'll have dark sunglasses and 5,000 nits of brightness in here. So I hope your eyes will be okay. On the plus side, these Meta Ray-Bans are designed by Ray-Ban, also owned by Luxottica, but an even bigger brand. It's the biggest brand in the world for glasses. Another cool fact is that both the Meta Ray-Ban displays and the Rokid glasses hide the fact that they're display very well. If you look at someone from the front while their displays are on, you can't even tell. But overall, I'd say just for the lightweight design in itself, and speaking firsthand how comfortable these are, they're way more comfortable than the Ray-Ban Metas I've been using for years. The design hands down goes to the Rokid glasses. But it's hard to win a design battle when the glasses are so big. Now, so far the glasses aren't that different, but the next thing we're talking about is features. And this is where things diverge a lot. First, let's talk about camera. Rokid glasses have a 12 megapixel Sony sensor with an ultra-wide 109-degree field of view, f2.25 aperture, and an automatic low-light HDR mode that activates in low-light conditions without even you having to set anything. I actually captured a bunch of content with these already. You can record videos and take pictures in 3x4 vertical, 9x16 vertical, and 4x3 horizontal. You can even set those aspect ratios independently. So I can take pictures always in vertical and videos always in horizontal, which is what I love to do. On top of that, they're planning on unlocking the 60 FPS for video as well at their 1680p Ultra HD resolution. When I compared these to the Ray-Ban Metas, the only thing that the Ray-Ban Metas did better for video was the stabilization. And Rokid immediately reached out to me and said they're going to work on making the image stabilization even better for the Rokid glasses. That's how committed they are to fixing even the tiniest flaws in their product. Adding to the content creator features of these glasses, when you're taking pictures, it's super easy to frame the subject with the pre-shutter animation so you can keep things nice and centered, better than the old Ray-Ban Metas. While you're recording, it also shows a timer so you know exactly how long you've been filming and that you're filming at all, which is also a great thing to know. And they're integrating a mode that lets you use the automatic offline teleprompter while you're recording POV video. This is a huge unlock for content creators, especially doing unboxing or cooking type content. For the Meta Ray-Ban displays, they also have a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, but at a lower resolution of 1440 by 1920 pixels at 30 FPS, and it's stuck in the 3x4 vertical format, which a lot of us are not fond of. It also has a 3x digital zoom, and the biggest benefit is that you can frame the image exactly. You can see what you're shooting while you're shooting it. Overall, for camera features, Rokid clearly takes the win. It's just so much better with being able to record vertical or horizontal at a higher resolution. They're adding a higher frame rate. The coloring is great. They're improving the stabilization even more than it already is, which is already good. And you can use a teleprompter while you're recording. The Meta honestly have nothing other than the exact framing going for them in the video picture department. After this, we have translation. Meta Display have translation for images and dialogue in 4 languages: English, Spanish, French, or Italian. Rokid glasses have real-time translation via image of what you're looking at or who's talking to you in 89 languages powered by Microsoft. And it even has 6 languages just in offline mode with auto detect. So the Rokid glasses destroy the Meta Display glasses in the translation department by an obscene amount. During the Meta Display demo, Zuck teased this new feature called live captions with a pioneer innovation of facing the subject and it only listening to them while it captions what they're saying or translates the language. The Rokid glasses already fully built this feature and demoed it to me a week before this. So Meta made it seem like they invented the whole facing someone and hearing what they're saying system. And from my understanding, they did not. This was not new to me whatsoever. Rokid had already demoed it. On top of that, Rokid's is even better because you can disable the directional listening. So if you want to listen to languages and caption from more than just what's in front of you, you can do that as well and put it on your full surroundings. So for the optionality of captioning and the fact that they, like Meta, didn't pretend that they invented this new feature, Rokid gets the win here as well. So what does Meta actually win in with these displays? There are a couple things. We do have the fact that the display is colored in a slightly higher resolution, but the displays overall might be worse since they're just in one lens. So really the primary thing that the Meta Display glasses have over the Rokid glasses is the ability to use them as a multimedia consumption device. You can see video calls from your friends or scroll through reels on Instagram. Not something I do a lot, but it is a cool feature. future. I think the real main selling point of this is if they actually open up their SDK to the public. Rokid has already done this, and this allows developers to come in and make new apps for the glasses, new integrations of the display. Rokid already has it out there for Android and iOS, so the possibilities are pretty endless there. But for the metas, the possibilities go a little bit farther, not just because of the full color, because of the ability to integrate hand gestures. Now, this is if they actually release an SDK that gives the optionality to do all this. So here's hoping they do, but that would be the main benefit of the Meta Ray-Ban displays, is in the future seeing new apps that people create, or new apps that Meta create, being pretty cool multimedia consumption devices, or doing different things like that. Which brings me into the last thing the Meta Ray-Ban displays have over the Rokid glasses, which is the ability to do these little hand gestures. It's a super cool way to interact silently with your glasses without even having to lift your hand up that much. Now, it is really easy to navigate the menus of the Rokid glasses silently, and honestly really intuitive and simple, but let's be honest, it just feels like you're the future if you're doing little hand gestures and controlling things. The fact that you do have to get a wristband individually sized makes it seem like it's not the most future compatible thing, and the handwriting feature for sending text messages is pretty gimmicky. I don't think I'm ever going to use that. I would much rather just use the voice to text feature, and I think that's what most people will do as well. Also, with the hand gestures, it should be known that Mr. Who's the Boss said it took him about an hour to get used to this, but after that it became more intuitive. The Rokid and Meta glasses will both have navigation as well. Meta will use their navigation, honestly didn't know they had that, and it's marketed as local search and navigation, so you can just find places really close to you to navigate to and not much else. But honestly, this does look really cool. It's basically a mini map, and who doesn't want that? I mentioned before, Rokid glasses support up to -16 diopters versus Meta Display's -4, and overall, Rokid glasses seem to be a lot more accommodating to people who are visually impaired. Rokid also has their proprietary app, which they have not released yet, but is fully finished, that will integrate live voice narration, so it's like live AI tells you what you're looking at, but you never have to ask it to explain what's in front of you. It just does it whenever you look at something new or walk around. It constantly narrates to you audibly what you're looking at. And the captioning for the audio impaired is also great. Both of these glasses have captioning, which is good for the audio impaired, but the Rokid glasses also have a loud mode. So for people who need just that little bit of extra help with hearing, you can get that extra punch of volume. They need to hear important things. Next is the AI features, and things diverge even farther here. Meta's glasses allow you to use Meta AI. Responses tend to be shorter, but pretty good for AI responses. Rokid glasses, on the other hand, let you use basically whatever AI you want. Right now they have ChatGPT 4, 5, and QN, which is Alibaba's AI. But as we speak, they're working on integrating even more AI models from different companies. And we gotta talk about the price. Meta Ray-Ban display glasses are $7.99, and again, you have to schedule a demo in the store to get your wrist fitted for the wristbands so it fits just for you, so that you can use the glasses alone. And then you have to go to the store and then order them from there. The Rokid glasses are available for pre-order. They've already raised $2 million. You already get a free $99 charging case, and they still have the pre-order discount of 20% off, so you can get these glasses for $479 when you put down a $20 deposit and pay the rest when they come out in early November. And again, a link for both of these glasses are in the description. Rokid is working on negotiating with the AI companies to try to get the AI prices down. They might have a subscription, but they're trying to get it to be as low as possible. If all that sounds like a lot of money to you, then you might want to try Rakuten. You can get cash back on so many different websites by installing the browser extension right now and signing up for a free account. You get $50 for free. This used to be $30, but yeah, they upped it to $50. I have the extension installed, so if I just go to meta.com right here, the Rakuten will appear and I can get 2% cash back on anything I buy from Meta. This overlaps with any coupons that might be on the website itself, so you can double dip and get tons of cash back. I already have $290 of cash back just from random purchases with that little extension popping up in the corner. So if you want to get Rakuten so you can save money on the Metas, on whatever you buy on Amazon, or to just have more extra money for Christmas, if you want to get Rakuten, it is in the description. So what does this all come down to? Which of these glasses is the best for you? Honestly, it completely depends. If you want glasses that are lightweight and extremely useful with a really futuristic in-lens display, amazing for content creation, and that are super easy to learn how to use, Rokid glasses win by a long shot. They have so many useful features, from the teleprompter to being able to take pictures and videos how however you want, to the Google Maps navigation, which I'm betting will be a lot better than Meta Maps navigation, great picture quality, real-time translation in 89 languages, and better accessibility for the hearing and visually impaired. Plus, you know the displays are going to be clear since they are dual lens, and they're a lot cheaper. These glasses are honestly going to be the best for the most amount of people overall, because they're made to be easy to use by everyone. But if you just want to feel like you're living in the future and be able to use those really cool little hand gestures and see cool multimedia type apps that pop up, you want to watch reels that your friends send you, do more media based things like that and see where that goes, then the Meta display glasses will be better for you. I honestly don't think these are going to have that huge of a lifespan, because the barrier to entry for getting a custom fitted wristband just seems like way too much. I think in the future they'll find a way to do the hand tracking without having to custom fit a wristband in a store every single year. So I'm willing to bet this is just an experiment to see all the apps that people might maybe develop for these glasses, and they're not really a device that's going to stick around forever as technology evolves. They're more meant for the hyper-futuristic person that just wants all the most futuristic features from a brand everyone knows. So what do you think? Obviously the Rokid glasses won in most of the categories today, which I was not expecting, because when it comes down to it, the real selling point of the Meta display glasses is just the fact that the display looks cool, it's colored, and you can do hand gestures. Other than that, and the multimedia consumption you can do, these glasses don't really do anything that the Rokid glasses can't do better. All of the cool features, from the captioning to the translation to accessibility to navigation, Rokid does all of those better. So let me know what you guys think. I'm still getting both of these because I think they're both really cool. Which one are you planning on getting? Were you disappointed by anything from MetaConnect? Put all your thoughts down in the comments and let me know what video you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.